What happens when you put good people into evil places? Discover the chilling results of the Stanford prison experiment. Now, this is part of my spooky science series where I'm diving into some of the creepier or scarier sides of science history or scientific experiments. Today, I'm focusing on the infamous Stanford prison experiment. Buckle up, this is a bit more of a psychological thriller, and it starts in August 1971, where psychologist Philip Zimbardo transformed the basement of Stanford University into a mock prison. The goal to study the effects of perceived power on human behavior. Now, more than 70 young men responded to an ad for a psychological study of prison life. 24 were chosen and all deemed mentally and physically healthy. They were paid $15 a day for their participation. Now, they were randomly assigned to either be a guard or a prisoner. Guards got uniforms, mirrored glasses so they couldn't have eye contact with the prisoners, and prisoners were arrested by real police, given degrading uniforms, and then locked up. Now, on the second day, prisoners rebelled. The guards then responded with psychological tactics to maintain control, and things continued to escalate, and the guards started to become really cruel with the prisoners, and prisoners became more passive and depressed as a result. Now, within 4 days, 3 prisoners were released due to severe emotional distress caused by the experiment itself, and the experiment was spiraling out of control very quickly. An outside observer was horrified by what they saw and then convinced and Zimbardo and the team to end the experiment. And after just 6 days, the Stanford prison experiment faced very heavy criticism for its ethical issues. Zimbardo admitted he got too absorbed in the role of a prison superintendent, and later this work was reviewed by the BBC as part of the prison study, challenging Zimbardo's findings and the original experiment, and highlighted that it was heavily influenced by Zimbardo's own expectations. Now, the Stanford prison experiment still remains a chilling reminder of how power can corrupt and how fragile our sense of self can be. But the ethical questions that it raises and the boundaries of psychological experiments were really highlighted in this. And particularly, it was highlighting that when you're conducting any form of psychological or human related study, that you've also got to think about the balance of what you hope to gain from the science and why you're conducting it, to also what you're hoping to provide your participants with and the potential that you have to cause harm with your participants. Now, if you have any psychological stories or opinions on the ethical boundaries of psychological experiments, then please share it in the comments.